Hey everybody, this is Justin Udy with Justin Udy and Team Real Estate. One of the questions I got is, why is curb appeal so important to my property and how much money should I put into it? There is 4 things that essentially create value in a home. Or when we are looking at what are the big hot buttons for buyers, it typically comes down to these 4 items: curb appeal, kitchen, baths, and amenities. Now, the reason curb appeal is so important isn't so much how much money you put into the property, but is what is done and the perceived value that you can create on that property. Truth be told is you could spend a ton of money redoing everything, but at the end of the day, what we want to do is create something that's enticing, something that's inviting, and something that is making people see that property as something that's just like really cute and nice because it will appeal to them. So in looking at curb appeal, these are kind of just 3 items I want you to consider. Number 1, 95% of our buyers go online first. So when we are essentially shopping for properties, when the market before, maybe curb appeal wasn't as important because when they're driving by, it's a nice house in a nice neighborhood, so they're not looking at so much the house, they're looking at everything. Now with the world of online, they're only really looking at that one home. So when it looks so cute and nice, it doesn't only appeal to the buyer, but it appeals to like the mom looking for the kids that just got married, the grandfather that's looking for the kid that just got out of college. They're looking saying, man, that is a nice house. I'm going to share that with them. So it gives it this additional traction on the market. Another item, number 2, is 64% of home buyers will actually pay more money for a home that is actually move-in ready. And so if you think about that number, when a home looks ready on the outside, they feel like it's ready on the inside. And so people will actually pay a little bit more money because they feel like, man, this is such a nice property. I'm getting a really good deal. And then the final thing in regards to curb appeal that is really, really detrimental is that you just need to understand that without curb appeal, people will go away. I can't tell you how many buyers we've had where we thought we found a really good property and we drove right in front of the house in order to see it, and they said, just keep going. And it was because what happened is that property, whereas online, they actually may have done a decent job, they made a decision right then and there that that was not the right property. Statistically, a buyer will make a decision within the first 15 seconds, walking from the street, going to that front door, if they want to buy your home. So our job is to make sure, what do we need to do to make that property look and feel and do something amazing? You know, I had a property that essentially, that property was a great property for me. I ended up having some property management stuff that changed. It all fell on me. I thought work was being done. One day I went to go show the property and I was appalled at what I looked at. And at that moment I was like, I've owned this property for a while. There was some physical items that could have been easily done, but I made a decision to do more of an investment in the property. But I want to tell you the reason why. 1, I know that when I invest in the curb appeal, that I'm able to increase the perceived value. 2, I'm able to attract better people to that property. And then 3, I'm going to make sure that rather than me picking and choosing a few people, I'm going to make sure that I'm bringing in the best of the best. When I showed that property that day on a call that I got, and I went there, I could see that, the lady showed up in a nice car and nicely dressed, and she looked really great, and she was super kind. We went to go to the property, and honestly, her face was probably the same as mine because I hadn't seen the property in quite a bit because it was being managed. And, and I could just see her turn kind of on her heel saying, this property just isn't right for me. And so now that we have made the adjustments, made the changes, done those things, we've been able to reap the benefits of the market, reap those changes. And I'll just tell you, curb appeal is so important, not just because you like it, but it's a place where people want to live, a place where people are going to invite their friends over, their family, and they want to be proud of it. So if you're looking at work, just make sure you get our list in regards to the highest and best use of little things that you can do. And we're happy to help you out anytime. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.